All right, so welcome to the warehouse. Today we're gonna do some of the tutorials on some of the war machines. The unique machines that I have designed and manufactured, fabricated, and welded myself. Each one individually on a table, probably in the middle of the night this last year. Wanted to design something that would target, be more effective, more efficient, and overall a better working machine for muscle activation, mind-muscle connection, and overall execution. So here we go, what they say. Might be a long day, but weights aren't gonna lift themselves. Sweet. Go ball. Hey boy. Come here, boy. What are you doing? Go ball. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Please. All right, guys. So I wanted to do something. I've always had a lot of problems with my shoulders. I had a lot of injuries from when I was a paratrooper in the military to climbing trees. A lot of work. I've done a bunch of different things, in different trades and industries over the years. And with so much shoulder damage and how already difficult it is for most people to be able to connect and isolate and contract their rear delts and different things, I wanted to create something that just worked better than everything else. A machine, plate loaded, simplified, multi-purpose, as well as something that would not lose any sort of resistance to the range of motion like you find with a lot of cable and belt machines where you're not going halfway and then losing the weight. It's just more consistent for a contraction and everything. So when I decided to weld something to a table and start it, I bring you the Deltron. Deltron 50/50, both sides. Side for your lateral fronts as well as your rear. Has a chest pad to help essentially simulate as if it was a leaning bench, that you'd lean forward on, and also not to put your forehead or face on, because that's gonna put pressure on your cervical spine, and we all know that's just not gonna be good for longevity. Also, it's really difficult because anything that you push your face into is gonna activate your cervical spine, and a couple things like that that are also gonna cause, disc wear and tear in your neck. It's going to cause you to want to flex naturally. You want to contract your traps. You want to try to protect the area of your neck and your spine. So we're just going to take that away. I thought that would be crazy not to, as far as designing a machine. And we have flange bearings as well for the handles. So it actually articulates very well. And so you can go around depending on your height, your grip, whether you wanted to go inside, outside, long, short, from over and behind, right here, to down and low. So you can pull whatever is going to be comfortable. And as you can see right here, one of the biggest factors with hitting your delts is a lot of people worry too much about the grip, but a lot of it is going to be the rotation. Like your body is a chain between your bones, the rotation of your elbow. So here, rotation of your elbow, right here to where you hit, versus bringing it down. And so by changing that direction right here, I decided to come up with a machine that allowed me to rotate out and go straight forward. You can see here, I'm not actually activating my traps. It allows me to pull straight back, and I'm super supported here. The chest, very comfortable coming in, reach the handles. Depending on your height, wherever you want to be, it's comfortable for you. And then flare outward. I'm not squeezing my back, I'm allowing my shoulders to relax over the top of the pad. And squeeze right there, very simple, okay? Do a few reps and warm me up really quick. Anyway, so this one's really good. I think it fits great. It's gotten great reviews. I've actually done several production models. This is just a prototype, and I've sold a couple throughout San Diego County and also up north towards LA, and I believe there's one in Vegas. So it's been a pretty successful device so far. Okay, so on the other side of this, one fun fact, not to run too crazy, but because it is built very strong out of steel, it also doubles as a low row. So that's actually one of our in-house coaches, pro coach, Big Jim Madsen. He discovered this movement based on the construction of being such a solid machine, not flimsy, not cheesy, that you actually can get a great contraction by posting up here and bringing it low, because you can load 4 or 5 plates on this machine and it can take it. It's a very sturdy machine and it's bolted to the concrete. All angled for keeping. Stainless bearings, handle for ease of movement. Again, flange bearings, both sides. Heavy construction welded throughout. And then simply step in, forward, and straight up. As you can see here, I'm not losing any of the tension or resistance. It's consistent throughout the movement. I'm not losing any weight as it breaks the plane right here. It doesn't get lighter at the top, doesn't get lighter at the bottom. Consistent throughout. We even put a weight spring on this to check it. Really important factor that I like to note about when you want to target your delts, a lot of people, don't be afraid to use lighter weight. Most of the time you're getting in your head, ego, and you're sacrificing form for the weight. You hear that a lot, it's a cliche, it's true, everyone does it. And so you want to throw more weight than you can lift, and you're not targeting and being effective with the muscle. And you can actually grow faster, properly, with less weight, doing it correctly, than you are lifting as much as you possibly can, because that's just foolish in general. So, one thing to take note when it comes to the deltoids, hitting the shoulders, a lot of people are going to put traps in, you're going to pull here. It's natural because you want to lift, you want to throw that weight. That's not what we want. You want to be relaxed, set your shoulder down as if you're priming for a deadlift. So you can flex your lats, you can flare them however you want to do it, as long as they're set down so you can lift straight from the deltoid. Here, I'm going to take this weight off here so I'll make it easier. For demonstration purposes, I always drag from my elbow. The chain link starts from the rotation from the top of the shoulder socket to the elbow joint. You do not pull here and throw with your wrist. You do not guide with your hand. You start from the elbow, you lead from your deltoid away. So I always want to focus on the target. If I'm going to focus here, I'm going to lead pulling back with my elbow straight up. Not flaring my back, keeping my lats sustained in position. And if you notice as I rotate my shoulder, rotate my elbow in, I'll start to target more of the mid-front, leading with my fist, and then you can rotate and pull back. Allows you to really concentrate with the resistance consistent with the contraction of the desired area. This has actually helped essentially define and build and form my shoulder muscle development over the last year. Completely changed the game. I have had both rotator cuffs torn from static line jumping, from climbing, from different types of injuries, mechanical failure with rigging systems, and I've been able to luckily avoid surgery, but I have absolutely built my shoulders using this machine over the last year. It was a game changer. That's why I built it, and now everybody gets to use it. One other great aspect of this is in your workout, when you're hitting rear delt and also your laterals, I easily rotate and you can stand, step forward, bring in your front delt. You do a couple well executed variations, underhand. Almost do kind of a neutral grip. There it is. Baby, this is Cobalt. He's our gym puppy. How you doing? Been hanging out? Oh my God. All right. Everybody on YouTube wants to know you. They wanted to get to know you. So if you come to the Warhouse, this is our puppy, Mr. Cobalt. All right, you guys. Well, yeah, that was Cobalt. He's our gym puppy. If you come here, you're going to get to meet him. He's essentially our resident emotional support animal, professional coach, excellent spotter, and overall, great cheerleader. He's good for a hug. And so, anyway, I want you guys to know, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, mash that button, whatever people say on YouTube. I appreciate it. We're going to be bringing you a bunch more. Please comment anything you want to see. I hope it was educational and you learned something, not only about the machines, overall fitness, execution, direction, form, things like that I can bring essentially to the page. We're gonna have a lot more content with a lot more people that we'll be collaborating with, from professional bodybuilders, IFBB pro cards, to Olympians and things like that, especially when we move to our new location. So I wanna say thank you, have a wonderful kick-ass day, and don't forget, the weights aren't gonna lift themselves, so get after it.